Ish with your host, Dwann B. Intelligent ish talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
We are here live. Hey, I've been updating my Incense and Ashtrays playlist. Y'all know I got my two playlists, my funk soul list and my soul jazz playlist, exclusively on Spotify. Y'all need to come be a part of that. Download the playlist, like the playlist. I update the playlist weekly with that real music. My funk soul playlist focuses on music from the 70s, late 60s through the early 80s. That funk sound, that soul sound. My soul jazz playlist focuses on the 90s, late 80s through now. Contemporary R&B and classic jazz. Y'all know I got that. I got my live drum sample packs, and tomorrow I got my webinar. Tomorrow. Enroll in a webinar now. Communicating racism to your children. It's very imperative that you do this if you have a young child or if you have a child at all, so they can hear it from you before they experience it out there. Cause that shit's coming out there, goddammit. What's up, y'all? What's up, Poppin'? What's up, Guru Cam, Manuel Heath, Angie, Amari Mitchell, what's up, y'all? Herb Saint. Yes, yes, yes. What's good, y'all? Yeah. But yeah, they I got a thumbs down already before I even spoke. That must have been a bronzexual that saw this picture. I personally, y'all know me. Y'all know I thoroughly enjoy trolling LeBron fans. I thoroughly do. This post is this today's broadcast is gonna be, he'll be mentioned, but it's not primarily about him. It's about athletes in general. I put his picture up here simply for the fact that there's some grown ass man out there right now who really got offended when he saw this picture, because grown ass male LeBron fans are the weirdest niggas on earth. So I have a good time trolling those motherfuckers. They worse than Jordan fans, and y'all know Jordan fans is weird. But no, this nigga right here. Let's see, we got one of these bronzexuals in the chat room now. Somebody said LeBron has a school. Umar has been screaming. The fuck Umar got to do with this? Jalen Rose has a school too. Now you know that, right? Few athletes got schools, and his school isn't his. His school is a Nike project that threw his face on the front of it. Jalen Rose actually has a school. But you guys, especially you bronzexuals, don't know about that because you guys have all fantasized on one man. And that's why I'm having this discussion today. Are athletes puppets? And why are they puppets? Why are athletes puppets? You can see, just starting off here in the chat room alone, if they can get you to fall in love with one and really have an emotional connection to an athlete, they can then get you to forget everything else that athlete is doing. And the athletes that they give a microphone to, unfortunately, they don't say things that are constructive to the greater good of black society. They say a few things. They give a few anecdotal words here and there. But overall, the whole point of having these guys out there like that is to reinforce the system of white supremacy. That's the whole point of giving these guys shine and fame and girls. The whole point is to purposely deceive you. Get you on their side with a few little statements here and there, and then get back to reinforcing the system of white supremacy. But I'm going to start this off not on LeBron James. We're going to circle back to LeBron because I have a bigger point to make that's far, 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 far bigger than LeBron James himself. So, if you're a fanboy, sit back and listen and get educated. Or if you're one of those dudes and your pussy gets too tight when you hear about LeBron, your man pussy. If you're one of those guys that get offended when his name comes up, anything other than calling him the Hell King, then either get some information or get the fuck out. Because discussions like this will not be slowed down by grown-ass men with teenage children acting like a teenage child, acting like a 7-year-old child when your favorite athlete gets questioned. We're not about to have that today. A lot of you bronzexuals are used to having the floor and having the attention, but that won't happen in here today. You're right. They don't promote Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They do not promote Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar promoted manhood his career. But let's get to what got me started on this subject today. There's been a lot of fallout over Simone Biles. Simone Biles has been getting a lot of attention lately. For those of you who don't know, our great sister, the greatest gymnast of all time, Simone Biles has left the Olympics. She has twirled her last twirl, spun her last spin for the Olympics. And people are mad. And when I say people are mad, mainly white people, which is a great thing. But I've also seen some brothers get mad too. And that's the part that pissed me off. I've seen dudes, black people, get mad at our sister for taking her mental health as priority number one. Salute to Simone Biles. You don't owe this country shit. She's leaving the Olympics over mental health and other issues. And people are blaming her and saying that she can't stand the pressure. And I had one guy on Facebook yesterday telling me that, well, she owes it to her teammates. Look, black people, this is for black people in general. Y'all, we don't owe these motherfuckers shit. Simone Biles is a lesson for all of us. If your mental ain't right, get the fuck out of there. There's no honor. I was raised as a person. I was raised playing basketball. I used to coach basketball. I was raised in athletics, real heavy. And we were always taught, you sacrifice for your team. You do this for your team. You do that for your team. And those are good lessons on certain levels, on basement level. On certain levels, those are good lessons to have. But what about when your team and your sport don't back you? Are you supposed to still trudge through the mud even though no one has your back? Are you? Yeah, Jason Whitlock bitch ass said something about this. Jason Whitlock is hella broken. Jason Whitlock did a whole thing on the black woman being the cause of the rift between them in the black family, and he blamed it on the Moynihan report. But his old greasy, sorry son of a bitch left out the whole part where the Moynihan report blamed white supremacy as a whole for creating the conditions for the man to leave and the woman to then get money from the government. He left the whole white supremacy part out, but only blamed the black woman. So you can't listen to motherfuckers like Jason Whitlock, Jason Shitlock. He make us fat people look bad. I like being fat until I run across Jason Whitlock. Then I'll be like, man, fat people ain't shit because of this nigga. God damn, this nigga walking around looking like an almond M&M. Talking shit about our sister Simone Biles. But I asked that question. Isn't an athlete supposed to stand up and be there for her team when her team ain't there for her? or him. Simone had a move in the Olympics that was so difficult to do that they deducted points because they didn't quite know how to score her. So because other white folks can't do the moves that she do, she has to get a deduction in points instead of just giving her a perfect 10. Did her team stand up for her? Did her country back her when it came to that? The Olympics in Japan said if anyone kneels or says anything political, they can be banned. Is anyone standing up for black people when it comes to that? Black people having to go to a foreign land to represent a country that don't give a fuck about them? And then here, I read this news the other day. Simone's, do y'all know that she's the last active member of the Olympic team that was molested by this motherfucker right here? He's been in the news, but they're not connecting him as this man's name is Nassar, Josh Nassar. I think his first name is Josh. I forgot, shit. Larry Nassar. This motherfucker was molesting these women, and he's in the news again, not for molesting Simone Biles, but because he spent over $10,000 in jail, but only paid $300 to the victims fund that he owes. This motherfucker's in jail getting stimulus checks. Look at this. This motherfucker getting stimulus checks. But nowhere in this article are they bringing up this is the man that molested Simone Biles. It looks to me as if this country ain't got our sisters back. So our sister Simone Biles decided to break the puppet strings herself. You see everybody falling out on her. You see all these white folks calling her everything short of a child of God. And as black folks, we ain't got to take this shit, man. These people don't give a fuck about us. I'm so happy she quit. At the time that she quit, I'm so happy she did that. For her sake. I appreciate the Cash App, Romano. Appreciate the Cash App. She quit at the right time, if you ask me. She's showing, hey, look, y'all not about to beat my goddamn puppet masters. I got to take care of myself. So you see the puppet masters getting mad. You see shit like this right here. Charlie Kirk and Piers Morgan slam. First of all, Piers Morgan, you're not even American. You're not even from here. You British. You British bitch. Why are you even talking, nigga? Oh yeah, get my webinar coming up tomorrow. Type in the product code on code for a $5 discount. Boom. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Communicating Racism to Children webinar. Enroll right now. But Piers Morgan, this is the dude that has that obsessive. Piers Morgan is one of them kind of racists that he's a diabolical racist. He's the one that a couple years ago, he went on a date with Meghan Markle before he tried to go on a date with Meghan Markle before she married Harry and was trying to get up in that black thing. Then when she married Harry, spent all his goddamn time calling her all kind of shit. He's a degenerate type racist, the kind that try to smash all the black women and ain't got nothing good to say about black women and black people in general. Listen to what this motherfucker right here said about Simone Biles. Let me see if you can hear it. Right. Here we go.
Obviously a very talented gymnast. So Simone Biles, who's obviously a very talented gymnast, decided not to compete in the gold medal competition. Now, she probably could have just competed and just kind of checked the boxes and they would have got a gold medal. Simone Biles says, "This Olympic Games, I wanted to be for myself when I came in, and I felt like I was still doing it for other people," as she cried after the team event on Tuesday. So that just, it like hurts my heart because doing what I love has been kind of taken away from me to please other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath. You kidding me? Today it's like, you know what? I'm not going to do something stupid and get hurt. It's just not worth it. Especially when you have like 3 amazing athletes that can step up to the plate and do it. So you know who has the gold medal? Russia. Russia. I have to go look at these 4'11" Russian Olympians.
Let me stop it right there. This dickhead right here, Charlie Kirk, don't give a shit about black people at any time. Treats black people like we're not part of this nation 99.9% of the time. But when it's time to get a medal that your white ass ain't never gonna touch, now all of a sudden she got to put herself to the side. For you? You see how they get when we don't jump when they say jump? You see how they only care about us as a people when we're doing something for their betterment? For them? You see Matt Walsh, I'm not even going to read with that. Matt Walsh is a bitch. I'd debate any one of these motherfuckers and put them, I'd bury all these hoes in the dirt. From Pierce Morgan to Matt Walsh to Charlie Kirk. Don't none of these pale-faced motherfuckers want to see me. They don't want to see me when it comes to a debate. I'll bring up all kind of shit that I had them at they asses twisted and turned around. Can you imagine me in a debate with Charlie Kirk? This 2 first name having bitch. This motherfucker smells like vinegar and Old Spice. Charlie Kirk, why don't you go stand in the sun in Arizona for 2 hours with no suntan lotion? And let's see how superior you are as a man. Let's go to Phoenix right now. Stand outside for 3 hours. No suntan lotion. And the first person that can come in without burns is the person that can speak on Simone Biles. Let's both go stand outside in Vegas right now. No suntan lotion. No sunblock. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And he who has no burns on his skin can speak on other human beings. I don't care what you say. If you can't stand in the sun, you without getting fucked up, you shouldn't speak on those who can. It means you don't belong here. How the fuck you not gonna be able to stand the sun? And the sun is what gives us life. The sun gives everything on the planet Earth life except for these motherfuckers. Y'all don't see something wrong with that? That ain't a little funny to you? The plants get sun all day. The trees get sun all day. Buffaloes in the wild, dogs, black folks. the soil, the grass. All that shit needs sun. Then the minute your white ass step on out there with no kind of extra help, your skin start turning red and start getting little white dots on that motherfucker. Shit, your goddamn skin start looking like a tongue. All them white spots, cause you ain't got nothing to say to people who can stand in the sun. See, black folks, this is the reaction we gotta have to these Charlie Kirk, Matt Walsh, Piers Morgan type white folks. We don't get mad at them. Don't. They want you to get angry with them and argue with them. No, just clown them. You can't stand in the sun, bitch. Shut up. That's all we need to say. You can't stand in the sun and you can't whip my ass. That's what we need to say. That's why the only thing these motherfuckers invent is new weapons to kill you from further and further away. Uh-oh, I just got a thumbs down. That means that's somebody who can't stand in the sun. You see how they act when the athlete breaks their puppet strings. Simone Biles said, "I'm doing this for me." You know what that meant? You know why that pissed him off? Because if she's doing it for her and not the country, that means the country don't control the puppet strings. And these motherfuckers got issues with runaway Negroes. We got 171 people in here and only 78 likes. Hit that like button right now, please, 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 and share. We gotta see through they BS, black folks. You don't get mad at these people, you laugh at them. And again, say it's not all white folks ain't bad. We all know that. But they oftentimes too often protect those who are. So we need to see these motherfuckers as the genetically recessive, mentally and inferior and physically inferior people that they are when they start talking shit about us. Because that's where it's coming from. They look at us and be like, your block ass is you're so physically superior. Why couldn't you just do it? You guys are so smart. That's what they're really saying. You block guys are so smart. Why couldn't you just do it? You should just run through that brick wall because you're block and you have superpowers. You're block. You don't need resources. You can fly. That's what they really saying when they say all that. When they get all mad and try to demean you, they really saying you're block. You're a superhero. I can't do what you can do. So why the fuck don't you just run through the ocean for me? You can do it because you're block. And you can't because you mayonnaise, bitch. Man, fuck these people that want to talk shit about us. People, your mental health is paramount. Your mental health is important. Everyone needs to be at their best mentally. And that requires nobody else's approval. Only approval you need is yours. Self-certified. You self-certify yourself. These people don't give a fuck about us, man. So back to what we're talking about. Are athletes puppets? We know the answer to that. But here is the definitive proof. What happens when a puppet string is broken? Well, if the strings are broken, that means it's no longer a puppet. And if something is being exposed for the purpose of being a puppet, and it no longer has its strings, then that puppet is now useless. It doesn't matter how many performances that puppet had in the past. It doesn't how many times that puppet performed to sold out arenas. It doesn't matter how many billions and billions and billions of dollars that puppet made the puppet master. What happens when the strings are broken? That puppet gets thrown in the trash. And that's what they're trying to do to our sister, Simone Biles. But I'm glad she's doing what she's doing. You know why? Because they throw black athletes in the trash anyway after the Olympics. Man, look, they don't give black women's Wheaties boxes. They do not put black women on Wheaties boxes. Nope. They kick black women the fuck out of here when they're done doing the bidding of these folks, of them folks. Let me see something. I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to pull up something. Here we go. This is the post that I put up on Facebook 5 years ago during the Olympics. It's an old post. The 2016 women's track and field team was awesome. It's funny to me that this team has been on an untouchable run since 2004. Yes, they have. Nobody talks about them. There aren't on many commercials. Very few nighttime TV shows. Almost nothing. Allison Felix, that's the sister all the way on the right. LA chick. Salute to Allison Felix. Allison Felix has the most gold medals of any woman in track and field history. And she's actually back this year in 2020 after having a child to get another track and field gold medal in the 200. America really only has space to love one black person at a time. And they only love that black person during the Olympics. Those women on the track and field team in 2016 made America proud. America acted like they did not exist. When was the last time you seen Carmelita Jeter after her world performance run in 2012 in the London Olympics in Beijing? When was the last time you seen them award or give a commercial to Sonia Richards-Ross? See, when you go to the track and field team, that's where you got pure black excellence. And in America, they don't want to talk about black excellence about more than just one black person. See, back in 2016, Simone Biles was their selected Negro. In 2012, it was Gabby Douglas. They usually do something around gymnastics. They don't acknowledge these black women on track and field, these goddesses. You know why? Because weren't none of these women extra ghetto? They all smiled. They didn't snap their neck and talk with an attitude. They're the exact opposite of the programming they've shown you guys and shown all of us about black women. Simone Biles is no fool. She's smart. She knows these motherfuckers only care about her from last week to next week when the shit's over with. Hell, I think the all-around for the women's gymnastics is tonight, the final. The balance beam and all that shit, that's tonight. She know after tonight, they're not gonna give a fuck about that woman no more in her life. So she did the right thing. You're right, Dexter. They shitted on Alice and Felix for having a child. Where were the feminists? I said feminists. Where were the feminists? Alice and Felix dumped Nike and was like, I'm gonna get my own fucking shoe. Fuck y'all. That's real black woman magic for your ass. They don't give a shit about us. We puppets. Thank you, Simone Biles, for doing what you did. We love you, Simone Biles. Got me thinking about what's going on right now in, with the NBA right now. It's a lot of shit going on. But the NBA is one of them things, the reason, I told y'all this before, the main reason why I don't really do too much basketball talk like I used to, the reason why I don't really dive into the NBA like I used to, like on my old shows, right? Reason why I don't do my show sports and things anymore is because, like, us as black men, this is where I got to come back to black men. Percentage wise, we're the largest consumer of sports and sports TV. Based on the ratios of how many of us are in this country relative to how many of us follow sports closely. We as black men allow these puppet athletes to stop us from living in our role and being our role in masculine black men. Let me clarify this. We've dropped the ball as black men over the last 40, 50 years. And really over the last 30 since the Michael Jordan phenomenon. It's like black men have gotten to a point to where niggas be like, well, man, if we need a school, we need to wait on why ain't these athletes making schools? Oh, LeBron James made a school. No job, nigga. It's your job to go out there and create that school if that's what you think we need. Waiting on athletes to speak up. That's where we failed as a people over the last really 30 years. Waiting on these puppet athletes to make the moves before we make the moves. And then when that public athlete does make a move, you be sitting there talking sports. Okay, this this particular athlete, oh, I don't like this player because he can't make free throws. But did he build a school? Shouldn't no grown-ass man be bragging about what another grown-ass man built? As a man, it's your job to brag about what you've built. As a man, it's your job. If you see a vacuum, if you see a void, if you see something going wrong, it's your job to fill it. But unfortunately, too many times over the last 30 years specifically, we sit back and we'll talk about what another athlete is doing and not what we're doing. That's a form of being controlled by the puppet master. You're so busy watching this puppet show, you forgot you got a role in this whole goddamn thing to do. Why ain't the athletes over here saying something about what's going on? You don't even say something at your job about what's going on. But you want these niggas to say something at their job about what's going on. If you want to see a passionate conversation between black men, 2 conversations. Who's your top 5 rap MCs and top 5 basketball players? Niggas will argue to the death. Fight. I mean, hours at a time. Ask the same black folks, okay, what are your plans to help stop this genocide of our people? What are your plans to stop this system from attacking our children? That conversation is going to last 3 minutes. And 2.5 of them 3 minutes is going to be on a nigga thinking, I don't. Oof. That's ass horrible. I'm calling black men out today. Yeah, y'all know I'm gonna talk shit about women when it's time to talk shit about women. But now this shit's on us right now. The focus is on us. When the fuck is we gonna wake up and be the person you want LeBron James to be? When are we gonna wake up and do that? Cause let me tell you something. Like y'all, I told y'all before, look. When it comes to the goddamn NBA or sports, I've been there, done that with all this shit. I speak from a perspective. I speak from the perspective of someone who went through this and going through it, drawing out different conclusions. I speak from that point of view. Like, my point of view literally comes from having gone through all this stuff and wondering on the other end, was it worth it? I used to spend so much time coaching basketball, playing basketball. I was like, when you're in that environment, it's like, hold on. This is definitely a damn grown-up baby boy environment. Let me tell you a little bit something about the NBA environment. It's very, 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 very baby boy. It's a bunch of adult children. Ain't nobody talking about what they gonna do in the future with their money. Ain't nobody talking about how to build for the community. It's all chasing hoes and clothes. That's what it's about these days. That shit gotta stop. Like here, look at this. Let me see here. This is how much I love basketball. I've shown you niggas these pictures before. This was Kevin Durant's first ever playoff game. I was sitting right there next to Jeannie Buss, owner of the Lakers. That's her box, her courtside box seats. For Russell Westbrook, who's now currently a Laker. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. This was their first playoff game. I'm right there courtside. I'm telling y'all, when I used to be all up in this shit, I'm telling you, I used to be all up in it. That's me on the 15th row watching Kobe win his last championship. That's Kobe right there in the middle holding up them 2 awards right there. I'm not speaking from the point of view of somebody who's been on the outside. I'm speaking to you from the point of view of somebody who's been there, done that. In these environments, they're very contrived. They're very controlled. What happens when you're there in person is far different than what's reported on ESPN. And you got black men fawning all over this shit. Like, what if we spend half the time that we spent talking sports and making kids shoot free throws? That's what happened. Like when I was there, I'm gonna tell y'all what it takes to get to the NBA and be a bench warmer. To get to the NBA and be a bench warmer during the off season, your schedule goes like this. 9 a.m., you're in the gym stretching. You may be doing some strength and conditioning, plyometrics. Some people do yoga. You do that till about 12. And then, or 11. Then everybody heads over to UCLA, here in LA. Everybody heads to UCLA. Open run for NBA players starts at about 2 and goes till about 5, where they're scrimmaging all day. And then after open run, you go down and you go back to the gym and you do individual drills, shooting drills, free throws, all that stuff. You got about a 6 to 10 hour day every day to make the NBA. What if black men spent 2 of those hours on becoming the best electrician? 3 of those hours a day. Or being an architect. Doing coding. I'll tell you one thing, at worst case scenario, you'll have a guaranteed income the rest of your life. Worst case. Best case scenario, you'll make more money than 99% of athletes throughout your lifetime duration. But we don't think like that. We keep running motherfuckers back to this league to become voluntary puppets. That's what we do instead. Benjamin Foe said Rico Hines. Hi, you know. I ain't seen Rico in about 10 years. Rico, that's my nigga right there. I ain't seen Rico in a minute. But that nigga Rico has gotten plenty of dudes to the NBA. Rico Hines. Shouts out to Rico Hines. That brother's gotten a lot of dudes to the NBA. But it's very, 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 very... It takes a lot of work to get and make that NBA, y'all. Y'all don't understand. And inhumane level of work, all to get there and be controlled. Because when these athletes speak, they're speaking through their publicist. Their publicist is the person that's putting the shit out there. They have morality clauses in their contracts. When they sign endorsement deals come with silenced. Either silence or approved messaging. What's approved messaging? Whatever the fuck your agent, your coach, the NBA public player personnel people, whatever they approve, you say. You put in all that work to literally sign a contract to be a puppet. I'd rather send a child to spend half that much time on understanding science. That way they can be an independent contractor, open up their own company and say what the fuck they want to say. These are changes that we can make as a people, y'all. Y'all see what they doing to Simone Biles when someone makes their own decision. Y'all see what they do to athletes who make their own decisions. And y'all see the only time they exalt and praise an athlete is if that athlete follows a program that's detrimental to the greater good of black society. That's right. Can't get permits approved without the architecture stamp. You said you got 3 cousins in the NBA and they all bought and sold. Yeah, the NBA is the go along to get along game, in the words of Kwame Brown. NBA is a huge go along to get along game. Do you want to spend your life putting in all that work just to be somebody else's bitch? Do you? And I'm not here to say being an athlete is bad. Hell, like I said, I know plenty of athletes. I probably have some professional athletes listening right now. I'm 99.9% sure I got college and NBA athletes listening right now. They inbox me. See, a lot of these people, I get inboxes from some of these blue checks about what's going on in society. And no, I'll never reveal their names because they live and work in environments that are hostile to independent thought. So no, I do get blue checks inboxing me. I do get professional athletes hitting me up for advice. And this is long before this. It ain't got shit to do with YouTube. Yeah, some of it, I've gotten some new following because of YouTube. But this just goes back because they remember me from 15 years ago, always being around. Always being the person saying, no, don't do that. Do that instead. So they can't come out and speak to me in public and all open like that because of the dealings that they're in. That's another thing that made me be like, why? Is it really worth it? Now it may be worth it. Like, certain situations are exceptions, like a LeVar Ball type situation. LeVar Ball got them 3 boys that he said from day one they gonna be athletes. And I remember coaching against them 3 ball boys when they were in AAU ball together. My team beat them, but my team was older. We should have beat them because we were an older team. They had them boys playing up. And I was like, ooh, we barely beat them too. I was like, well, if I was in this nigga situation, maybe I would go ahead and play some basketball because them boys is born to hoop. But they also went through a lot to hoop, man. LeVar had them boys working out every single day. But he's the exception. Them boys are also real big, too. Like, we look at them ball boys, all of the balls, LeVar and his brothers, the shortest ball brother is 6'5". The tallest is 6'8", 6'9". So when you have 5 brothers who the shortest is 6'5" and athletic, you know them kids is about to come out here being tall, ready to hoop. Them brothers hit the genetic lottery. So, okay, that makes sense. Nigga, but your kid is 5'7". Walk like he got 2 left knees. If you don't send that little nigga to aerospace camp and living your childhood through your kid's ass down, nigga. Yeah, LeVar spoke it into existence. I remember them. I used to coach against them boys 10 years ago. You knew something was going on with that. You knew something was going on with that. But yeah, like, man, please. But I couldn't get mad at LeVar because them ball jeans are real. My brother-in-law is the oldest ball brother. And I look at his kids, my little nieces. My niece Madison. How tall is Madison now? Madison is 11 or 12. And she's already 5'11". My little niece is already 5'11". Them ball jeans ain't no joke. So I understood LeVar Ball what he doing what he did. But my niece ain't playing no fucking basketball. She's smart. We got her in that code and shit. We got her using her brain. My sister was like, man, I ain't about to have my daughter around all them lesbians. Salute to my sister. I love my sister. My sister, my best friend. She was like, hell no, we ain't about to put my babies around all them butchers. Nope. That's her. That's gonna be her cousins in the NBA. Shit, nigga. No. We, on the other hand, we about to go to science camp. My sister wasn't falling for that okie doke. My brother-in-law like, nah, that's my brother's kids going to the NBA. My kids are smart. Keith Kelson says, how much basketball do you watch? You see, who, that's what I don't get. I don't get when people are critical of young players' defense. All young players' defense suck. Especially young players who are offensively gifted. The only young players that have really good defense, young, are the ones who have limited offense. So defense is the only way they could have gotten onto the court. Players who are offensively gifted, they don't play no defense. They don't figure out defense in about their 3rd or 4th year in the NBA. And I don't know what you're talking about as far as Lonzo goes. Lonzo's one of the best defenders at the point guard position in the NBA. And he's been like that for about 2 years now. For about even going into Lonzo's last year with the Lakers, he became a really good defensive player. Now Lonzo's easily a top 5 defensive point guard in the NBA. So I don't know what you're talking about there, brother. Watch a little bit closer. LaMelo's going to get better defensively. He's only a rookie. Most rookies don't play good defense. He'll figure it out in about 2 or 3 years. But again, a lot of that negative hype around the Ball brothers isn't because they can't play basketball. ESPN and Fox Sports likes to shit on them Ball brothers because they're not being puppets. They're puppets of their dad, not ESPN. They puppets of their father, not Nike. And that's a problem. So since them ball boys ain't direct line puppets like the rest of these niggas, Negroes, they're going to point out everything bad that those little young men do and nothing good. And they're not going to bring context to what they do. You're right, Mo. See, they have high basketball IQ. Them brothers are smart on that court. See, me personally, and look, why am I saying? I'm not saying it's a shit on all, but I still love sports. I'm still going to keep watching basketball. I love basketball. I'm never going to not watch basketball. Well, basketball is some fun shit that you do when you're done doing the work that you're here to do. Once you done for the day, everybody needs a break. When you need a break after attaining your goals in life, watch basketball. But the problem is when you sit around and you ain't doing shit for yourself and you only watch sports and you live your life vicariously over what a bunch of 6'10", skinny, ugly motherfucker beanstalk looking motherfuckers are doing. That's when it's a problem. When you're sitting around waiting and you get in these arguments and debates over what other men are doing and you can't list your own set of accomplishments. That's when it's a problem. Y'all know here at Hotepish Intelligent Ish Talk, we are about the profound and the profane. Look, all of it's good. It's just how do you use it? We as black men ain't been using it right. We ain't been putting sports in its proper perspective. Sports is some shit that you do for fun. At the end of the day, it's a game. It ain't life. They raised us on the basketball court saying basketball is life. That was the slogan back when I hooped. Basketball is life. Basketball is life. No, it ain't. It's some fun shit that you watch after you've spent your time during the day living your life. That's why the games come on in the afternoon, 6 or 7 o'clock local time. Games come on at 7 o'clock local time. I appreciate the Cash App, Daryl Nix. Games come on at 6 or 7 o'clock local time so you can have the earlier part of the day to use to accomplish your goals, meet your heart's desires. Basketball ain't nothing for you to be sitting around talking about what other people are doing. It's entertainment. Somebody said I'd rather play basketball at age 49. Shit, I wish I could hoop again. But hell no, I ain't getting back on the basketball court. I done had 2 knee surgeries due to sports. Sometimes I wish I could play basketball again, but then when I saw my man B12, Brandon Tony from Craig Facts, that nigga tore his ACL. That made me be like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm back. I have a certain I have a surgery I need. That's why I ain't been on my bike and hit my heavy bag. I gotta have a surgery. Goddamn insurance company though. Taking all goddamn day to get my shit approved. I'm gonna have a minor, very minor procedure operation coming pretty soon. And when I get that operation, I'm back out there. I'll be back on my bike. I'm pissed off too. Cause y'all know I'm a fat motherfucker, but I've always been very fat and very athletic. I've never been one of them fat sit around niggas. I had just gotten to the point on my bike to where I was doing 9 miles on the bike and 30 minutes on the heavy bag and 10 minutes of jump rope. And then whoop-de-whamp, the shit on my neck, I needed a fucking surgery. Right when I got that breakthrough where I got my wind to where I wasn't getting tired anymore, doctor was like, nah, you got to sit down. You need a little you need this little operation or this little thing you doing. If you keep working out, it's going to flare up to a point to where you may not be able to work out again. So I'm like, fuck. I finally found something other than basketball, the heavy bag. Finally found something I like outside of basketball. Then, god damn it, I need surgery. Shit. Man. Appreciate it. I got another Cash App. Appreciate the Cash App. Keith, thank you for the Cash App. Oh, Sandra, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Getting these Cash App like a motherfucker. No, it's not time to go plant-based. I ain't no fucking rabbit. Look, I am not about to go no fucking plant-based diet. I'm not trying to look like a little skinny motherfucker like y'all. That'd be the thing. And no disrespect to y'all out there. I'm not saying this in any kind of disrespectful way. But when I see people, I be seeing people talk about my weight and talk about weight. You're assuming I want to look like you. Fuck make you think I want to look like you? like, where did that come from? Like, everybody's supposed to all look a certain way. My grandfather, 97 years old. You know what he ate the last time I was over there? Church's chicken. My grandfather still be eating Fat Burger. Layla Hathaway was not Layla Hathaway. I said Layla Hathaway. That's a singer. What's the brother? Layla Africa was plant-based, and that brother, rest in peace, died at 74. Don't none of you niggas know how this shit work. I live my life. There were millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people, of skinny people who lived during the same time as the Buddha. But the only person who we remember from that time is Buddha's fat ass. I don't live my life in a way of, I live my life in ways I'm having fun every day. We don't know when we gonna check out. I did last August. I did raw vegan for a whole month. Last August, I did raw vegan for a month. And during that month of being raw vegan, you know what I realized? This rabbit shit is not for me. I gave that shit 4 weeks. Go back and watch Craig Facts last year. Y'all see me with my green drink in hand talking about my progress? Man, I ain't doing that shit for a lifetime. Y'all can kiss my ass. Kiss my entire ass. Nope. Not doing it. I'm living my life. Good point, Bug Sheldon. Dr. Africa died from stress. Stress is what causes all this shit. And stress is one of my issues. That's something that I've been working on. Stress. You can eat all the goddamn rabbit food you want. But if you stressing, you're going to still have hypertension. You're going to still have heart issues. You're going to still have all the problems fat niggas have. My grandfather, 97 years old, been eating bacon damn near every day. And you got people coming around as skinny as a fucking milk straw. Nigga, I see your ribs telling me, man, you shouldn't be eating that bacon, man. You shouldn't be eating that bacon. Man, look, I eat the fuck I want to eat. Fuck out of here with that. No. You gotta live your life in integrity with what you want. I tried the raw vegan shit for a month. I'll never do that shit again. Now, even now, I still go 3 and 4 days in a row where I won't eat meat. You know, it's 11:11, my favorite time. Left door, right door. You're right, knowledge born. All disease starts in the mind, manifests in the body. This nigga Dylan Hill said rubbing one out once a day helps. You y'all niggas is funny. See, when it comes to the whole weight debate, oftentimes, here's one thing about weight. Weight is very obvious. You can look at a fat person and assume you know everything wrong with that person just based on how many chins they got. And if you got less chins than that fat motherfucker, that automatically gives you the right to tell the person with more chins how they should behave and act. That's how comfortable we've gotten in this society. But y'all know me, I'm a different kind of nigga. You come at me, I'm gonna come right back at your ass. I had a motherfucking alcoholic tell me I need to stop eating meat one time. I said, hold on. Dude, you telling me what I need to stop doing? When if I keep eating meat, that just means a bigger belly for me. But if you don't stop drinking alcohol, you can cause a 19-car pileup on the freeway. What the fuck give you the right to judge me, nigga? I had to tell this one dude that it was a comedian. It was this one comedian who we all knew. Y'all don't know who he is because he's not like major on TV comedian, but he's a comedian who spends a lot of time here in LA. This nigga really tried to sit me down and tell me what I need to do. I was like, nigga, but you an alcoholic. Nigga, you once abandoned your family over a bottle. And I'm supposed to listen to you? Tower of Power said it best in their song Social. Tower of Power has a song on their album East Grease Bay. It's called Social Lubrication. Listen to that by Tower of Power. Everybody's got their own way to get high. Some people get high off sniffing crack, snorting, or injecting crack. Some people get high jogging. Some people get high smoking weed. Some people get high drinking. Some people get high gossiping. Some people get high judging others. Some people get high through food. Everyone's got their own way to get high. And usually that high is something deadly. Spending all day gossiping about other people and not taking care of your own business, in long term, that's deadly behavior for yourself. Again, I ain't going at no individual in this chat room. This chat room is all love. I'm talking in general. Everybody's got their own way to get high. And I ain't here making excuses. I know it's certain eating adjustments I need to make. I know what certain adjustments I need to make as far as my eating habits go. And those adjustments will be made when I'm ready. So when people come around me telling me what I need to do, I just politely say, hey, look in the mirror and fix your own vices that get you high. And when you're good and perfect, then come back to me. Until then, I'll continue my vices. I like being big. I've always liked being big. I couldn't imagine being 190 pounds. That shit would be weird. That shit would be weak to me. I don't want to be no 190 pounds. Fuck out of here. Hell, I don't want to be 230 pounds. I don't want to be no little shit like that. Hell no. I like having a belly. I like myself, god damn it. Dedication says the Bible says eat, drink, and be merry. Yeah. Nigga, live your life the way you want to live it. And through you being the joyous, happy, loving person you are, you can then speak to other people. Because I'll tell you this right now. I dare a plant-based motherfucker to find the love that I get in their home every day when I come home to my wife. Life is about living. God damn it. And we lives it up. Shit, me and my wife went to 3 concerts last week. 2 at the Hollywood Bowl, 1 at the Catalina Bar and Grill. We drove up to the Central Coast, spent the night in wine country. We spent all day last Wednesday drinking wine, kicking it with my sister and her family. When I got up this morning and saw my wife in the bed, she was already up. We made eye contact, and the first thing we did was start laughing. I want to hear that shit. Don't be a puppet for other people. That's part of the lesson of this whole show. Don't be a puppet, man. Live your life. And if you die at 50, then you just die at 50. Hell, John Coltrane died in his 40, died young and left more music than people who lived than somebody who would live until they 200. Our brother Michael Jackson was a vegan, but that stress killed his ass. Very short life, but he did way more in that short life than most people do in 98 years. $230 is little to me, brother Ken. I ain't been 230 since the 8th grade, my brother. 8th grade was the last time I was 230. Eighth grade. I was 305 in high school playing football. I haven't seen under 300 pounds since 1998. I look at people trying to tell me how to live my life the same way I look at people telling me to invest in Bitcoin and how to invest my money. Nigga, but you just got off the bus 2 weeks ago. Like, nigga, you just got a car 2 weeks ago. Now you the Bitcoin expert? Shut the fuck up. But Craig can tell you, like, on my show, like, I'm a big dude, but, like, no, like, I'm not as big as it look on camera. I'll be looking at that camera on Craig Facts. With me sitting there, and then when that camera pan to me, I'll be thinking, like, God damn. I look short. I look like a short barrel running around here. I like a little short-ass oil keg, beer keg. And then people meet me in person. They be like, oh, I thought she was just, yeah, exactly. Exactly. What you see on TV ain't real life. Ask anybody who's ever met my ass. They'll tell you, okay. Okay. All right. All right. But that all comes back down to being secure within yourself. And the same goes for you, ladies. Just be secure within yourself. Whatever you are, be that. And if you cannot be secure within yourself, then change it. That's when it comes time to change. When you're no longer secure with who you are, ask yourself, what would you like to be? What's your goal? And then go be about the business of attaining that goal. But it starts with self, your relationship with self. Be secure with self. Be secure with yourself. Let me go ahead and open up these phone lines. Hold on. Do I even want to take calls today? Do I want to take calls? I'll take a couple calls. 323-744-7425. 323-744-7425. I'll take a couple calls, not many. Hit up the phone line. We talking about athletes, our athletes puppets. We talking about weight. We talking about sports. We talking about white. We talking about all this shit. So dial in right now if you got something to say regarding what we talking about. Yeah, women are changing themselves by the busloads with surgeries, man. Them surgeries are dangerous. I know a chick that went down to Mexico to get a surgery. I'm like, man, for what? You gonna go back to looking weird in 5 years or less. This nigga said he reminds me. I remind you of Cleveland from the Cleveland Show. Fuck you. That shit funny. Yeah, this beat. This is Duncan's beat. Duncan from Craig Facts. This is his shit. Cause right now, man, even when it comes to plant-based, man, look at all the chemicals they spraying our shit with. The fruit they pick too early. So even when you go to natural fruits and vegetables, you still eat bullshit. Then they be like, well, grow your own food. Nigga, I'm not a horticultural specialist. If I have the time, but I run 3 fucking businesses. What the hell I can't grow no fucking food. Be realistic. I got 3 businesses. And on top of those businesses, I come on and I do what I do online. My 3 businesses do not include my online presence. I don't know how to grow no god. I know I could put, like, I got some cherry tomatoes out there, but shit, I need to go to the grocery store if I'm gonna eat. That's how our society's set up. And all that shit at the grocery store is poison. All of it. What's up, Delano L? All of the food is genetically modified. The fruit ain't got no seeds in it. The water is shit. I gotta go to my brother over on Normandy and Gage to get a watermelon with seeds in it. Because they don't sell it in the store. All this shit we eat is poison. Yeah, I put the thanks for that. I made that thumbnail like that on purpose. LeBron James tap dancing. And now you got all these goddamn bronzexuals happy that Russell Westbrook's coming to the Lakers. Y'all are the same niggas that last month was saying Kevin Durant don't deserve a ring because he's doing a super team. Now you motherfuckers is happy LeBron James is getting his 4th different super team. You niggas is weird. What's up, Pete Rothstein? I ain't seen you in the chat in a while. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, seedless equals GMO. Man, we eat poison every fucking day, man. The best we can do in this life is keep a positive attitude about it, keep a smile on our face, love those who love us back, minimize stress, maximize fun, and live your life. I know someone who was a plant-based vegetarian. He was a vegetarian for like 40 years. Died at 67 years old. Somebody I knew last year. He was a vegetarian before that shit became popular. This nigga was a vegetarian back in the 80s. And he still died at 67 years old. We don't know how this life shit work, man. We really don't. None of us. All we can do is tell our story and live our lives. Are you supposed to be from LA? You say you got mangoes right now? Oh shit. He got mangoes right now? I'm gonna go visit Normandy and Gage today to get some of the mangoes. Hey, do y'all know? I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor. So what I'm saying right now is not medical advice. But do you know? If you eat a mango about 30 minutes before you smoke your weed, ooh-wee. Mangoes and weed are like peanut butter and jelly. Your weed high will be so much longer and so much more blasted when you eat a mango first. Eat 2 or 3 mangoes and then smoke your weed. The high gonna last a little bit longer. I am not a doctor. Just try it. Yeah, you're right, Dedication. We live in a holographic matrix. We all create our own reality. This universe is holographic. We are carbon-based life forms. We are compressed, we are atoms expressed through carbon. Our realities are what we create. Eat some mangoes and smoke some weed. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that about. I didn't know he had some mangoes over there now. Last one when he didn't. I'm gonna go get another seeded watermelon and some mangoes from that brother. If you got some mangoes, go right now. Eat some mangoes and then smoke some weed. You're gonna kind of be floating for a couple hours. And this comes from somebody with a very high weed tolerance. I appreciate that, Ali. Yeah, they don't be sending out the notifications. But you know, I got my webinar tomorrow, communicating racism to children. I'm about to get off here and finish putting that webinar together, doing a practice test run to make sure there are no bugs on tomorrow's webinar. I'm about to do all that now. Get myself a full 24 hours of fix anything that may go wrong. Because anyone who did my first webinar, you know I like this shit to be glitch free. We will start on time tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll be signed in at about 12:50. Oh, we got a caller. Let me see. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, shit. Caller hung up. Well, call back, caller. Shit. I tried to hit the green button. Good idea, Deep Impressions. Unsubscribe and resubscribe and then hit the notification button. But I'm about to get some, man. I'm glad you said that Man on Gage got mangoes. I'm about to go down there and get some mangoes. I'm about to get some mangoes because y'all know me, I'm gonna be getting high as hell today. But whoever that was, call back because I'm about to sign off in a couple seconds. So I'll give you one more minute to call back. I tried to hit that green button. I hit that green button. I guess you hung up. You said Louisiana has the mangoes on the side of the road? What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Dwann? This is Kev calling from Riverside out of the way of OC.
Riverside? Are you in OC now?
No. I moved out of OC. Actually, the last time I saw you and Batman on stage, I moved that next week.
Okay. Oh, down there at the was it when we did that OC that bowling alley down there?
Yeah, y'all was down there with the brother that did the wigs and all that stuff. Y'all killed it that night.
Big Al Green. Yeah.
That was cool as hell, man. So I'm looking at your topic as these cats being puppets. Yeah, we have a situation of puppetry in the athletic situation because half of them know they scared of losing that check. So, you know, we still dealing with the same old of I got to get paid. Same thing they did with Kaepernick. And then when it comes to their doorstep, then they want everybody else to come out and help them. But it's too late.
100. Right. You 100%. They want it when they get Kaepernick with something like that. Now all of a sudden they want our help. But you have the right attitude, my brother. Like, shit, okay, I'm good. Back, you lived your life. I'm gonna go back to living mine.
Right. I mean, because we don't have like the thing that does make me laugh is, you know, cats like Kareem, cats like Muhammad Ali. You know, they stood out and was like, no, you can't separate those from the two because I still got to live that when I go home when I'm not performing in front of you on TV.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of bug on that. Like, I mean, I got up pretty well in the sports section and stuff, but like that, I played D1 and Arena in Anaheim when they had the Arena Bowl and stuff like that. So I understand the money's good, the groupies is good, but your integrity still has to sit and bear everything else because when you done and finished with, people got to look at you like, bruh, you was out there fucking up and you think we gonna be cool with you now? I mean, I'm an LA dude, so I mean, the way if you done stirred the water and muddied it up, bro, it's gonna take a lot for you to get it clean.
Hey, that's a real motherfucking point right there, dog. Real talk. What's your name in the chat room?
My name is Truth Be Told.
Okay, yeah. Got you. Yeah, I remember, man. But thanks for calling. You made a good point. You made a hell of a good point. Thanks for calling.
Man, I'll see you soon.
Have a good one.
Be one.
What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? This motherfucker's at a machine factory. Is he back there sawing wood? Somebody called me from, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna hang up from that person. Shit, somebody called me back there. Was he making a 2x4? In the woodshed, nigga? Goddamn. Let's see here. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Houston, Texas, brother. What's happening with you?
Nothing much. Houston, Texas. What's your name, brother?
My name is Reginald, man. Reginald.
Reginald from Houston, Texas. What's going on?
What's going on? I hear you talking about like in the entertainment business, and sometimes like when guys don't do what they say, sometimes bad things happen. And I know you play the drums. You from California, so like I like the internet because I'm getting off to a lot of artists I didn't know about, like this guy named Rufus Speedy Jones. And I was looking where his son that did 20 years, but when his son got the 20 years sentence, Speedy Jones, he died like 10 months after his son was sentenced. And I was trying to find out exactly what his son went to prison for. But Speedy Jones played for like Duke. He played for a lot of guys, and he was pretty good on drums. And I was like, when you be doing like, I was wondering, like, could you go like in deep with some of those old artists, man? Because I know y'all up there in California, and like with a person like myself, I'm from Houston. So unless it was on the radio, or unless my uncle or somebody bought your records, I really didn't know about these artists. But I hear you speak a lot of knowledge about a lot of other artists, man. I ain't really knowing about them. And I thank God for the internet because, like I'm saying, it's getting me hip to a whole lot of artists, man. I didn't know nothing about. But I appreciate the work that you guys are doing, man, and just gotta keep putting it out, man. And eventually, we as a people gonna get together, but we just gotta hammer into them, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, brother, and stay strong.
I appreciate that, brother. I will do.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, for the music, y'all want to go ahead and download and go to Spotify or go to iTunes and follow Incense and Ashtrays. The link is in my link tree below. I think I only have the Spotify link in the link tree, but if you type in Incense, the letter N, Ashtrays, one word, you'll also find it on iTunes. That's where I go in talking music on that show, and I do it live on here. So if I interview a guest, usually I'll interview them live on this channel, but all of that stuff goes over there. That's where I talk a lot of music stuff. I'm glad you gave me that call too, because I was going to do an Incense and Ashtrays episode last night to talk about some music history, but I ended up getting high, drinking some wine, and doing something else. My bad. But yeah, Incense and Ashtrays is a show where I do go more in depth when it comes to music history, who's popping. I got some interviews. I got a lot of interviews on the table. I just gotta fucking do them. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's poppin'? It's your boy Knox.
What's up, brother?
What's going on? So, man, you asked a good question, and the answer is, are athletes puppets? Well, fuck yeah, because we are all puppets. You know what I mean? Like, we all puppets out here, Dwann. And, you know, a lot of us are waking up, and it's funny because when I listen to you talk about how you used to be, we joked in the chat room because I can't picture you being that nigga. But that's what information does, I guess. You know what I mean? When you get around it, when your mind soaks it in and it does what it does. So for me, again, I go to the smallest common denominator, and I had to divest from everything in America. And what I mean by that is, now, I didn't give a fuck about basketball. Football was my shit. I love football. I love the game of it. But when Donald Sterling said what he said, and we talked about that the other day, it awoken my brain to something that I figured I have to leave all this shit alone, man. I can't continue to participate just to be participating in the bullshit. The same way with when the Asians came out with this whole stop Asian hate, all that. And look, okay, if we the problem, then I'm gonna stop eating Chinese food. Like it's no problem for me to divest from niggas, and I've done a lot of that in my life. And I wanna say this because there's this point about taking LeBron, right? LeBron brought a championship to the city of Cleveland. And Cleveland is the same city who said a 12-year-old nigger boy deserved to die. So I always be wanting to ask LeBron, how is that really an accolade for you, nigga? Are you happy that you brought pride to a city that hates us? Man, it's like some of the shit that we're doing, and I know it's gonna hurt, but we gotta really divest and stop participating in a lot of shit that we regularly do in America. Like, it should never be another black person singing the Star Spangled Banner. How the fuck do you know that's a racist song and then you happy to go sing it somewhere? Niggas look crazy out here. If I was a white person looking at some of the shit that black people do, like, yup, really? Damn, baby, they sung that song. Baby, look at her. She's singing her heart out, too, about this racist song. So, and I go long-winded sometimes, and again, it's because when I look at black people, the problems we have are like a slice of tiramisu. And if you know tiramisu, I know your fat ass eats some tiramisu. My bad, you know, I'm kidding. But there's a lot of layers in tiramisu. And that's where black people's problems are, is that there's so many layers. There's not one issue. There's not like one thing we need to do. There's multiplicity of shit that we need to do. And when you bring up the sports and the athletes, that's an area that I think black men need to stand in, because see, this is a black man sport. So even our women are looking at us being bitch niggas for white people in the white man's world.
Say that again. Hey, do me a favor and say that one more time.
Your women see you. Your women see that the white man can make you have a dress code, nigga. Stop dressing like Allen Iverson and put the suit on, bitch. We don't like what y'all look like. Dress like the fuck we said you're gonna dress.
Nigga, even your women can see you look like bitches. Thank you for that call. I'm going to expound on what you said, man. Thank you for the call.
Yes, sir. I'm going to let you go. I love you, man. Do your thing, and we out here riding.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to take the phone lines down for a little bit because I'm going to speak on what he said. And then I'm going to speak on what he said because he just said some real shit. Y'all see the pictures I just put up about LeBron James going back to Cleveland after they did what they did to him, after they treated him like they treated him. And our women see us being bitches after they say and do what they do to us. That's some real talk. Above is a picture. This is 2010. This was when LeBron first left Cleveland to join the Miami Heat. If for those of you who find it surprising I was in a hoop like that, I flew to Cleveland. That's how much I was into basketball. I flew to Cleveland to watch LeBron James return as a member of the Miami Heat playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers for the first time since leaving. These are my seats. What I did was when I was there, I took pictures of, I used to be around the NBA shit so much. I didn't take that many pictures. I took very few pictures because back during this time, for me to take a picture of going to an NBA game would be like you taking it would be like the average person taking a picture of going to work or going to your best friend's house. You're there every fucking day, so why would you take pictures? It's very rare that I took pictures because I was there almost damn near every day. But these were some of the pictures that I took when I was in Cleveland. And you look at how I saw the way they treated LeBron James. This was like right before the post-game conference over here. This is me waiting on a post-game conference in the back for LeBron to talk. This here was a picture that I took of the t-shirts that they were selling in the arena. They were calling him the Lion King. This here was a picture of this is one of them trucks that was selling them t-shirts. The whole city was charged and lit, treating that man LeBron James as if he stole something. I remember I went to get some gas about earlier that day before the game. I went to get some gas, And I was paying my debit card and I pulled out my ID. And we're in Cleveland. It's December. It's snowing outside. And the dude's asking me, "You from California? Why are you out here?" I said, "I just came out here to see LeBron return to the Cavs, and I wanted to see him. And I wanted to see him do what it do, And some trucker dude heard that he was behind me waiting to check out, and he heard the conversation. And some old white trucker dude was like, "You going to that game tonight?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, let me tell you something. If you see that LeBron James fella, tell him I said to go to hell." I was like, "For real? You that mad, nigga? You that mad?" I saw up close and personal how these people treated that man just for making a decision to go play somewhere else. And I thought for sure he wasn't going to go back after this. I was like, man, even if he wanted to come back, he ain't going to come back to this shit. That nigga still came back. That nigga still came back. I'm like, okay, yeah, this nigga really is a puppet. Yeah, that city is trash. I have absolutely no respect for the city of Cleveland. I don't even like LeBron, but he's still a black man. The way they treated him, I ain't got no respect for that city. None. But I do have a few pictures to prove what I say. So I don't have many pictures from back in the day because I was always there. I was at every All-Star game. Any big game, I was there. I done been in at least 2/3 of the arenas around the NBA. So I don't have that many pictures of those days, but here's some. So I'm not speaking on this as some outsider ass nigga. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat room. Y'all niggas arguing? But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I got a full day today, and I gotta buckle down every loose end I have for tomorrow's webinar because I want tomorrow's webinar to run seamlessly. The link to tomorrow's webinar is in the description box. Communicating racism to children. It is imperative that your children understand that they see and understand the world around them. Your children, your young adults, they're already being attacked. They're already being attacked. Might as well give them the tools it takes to thwart those attacks. And stop acting like this shit don't exist. Somebody asked who's at the Hollywood Bowl this week. Tomorrow's Reggae Fest at the Hollywood Bowl. Depending on how I feel after my webinar is over with, I might go to Reggae Fest tomorrow at the Hollywood Bowl. But I'm not going to sit in my normal box seats. I'll get the cheap seats up top and smoke weed the whole time. My next show at the Hollywood Bowl that I'm going to is Sergio Mendes. I love Sergio Mendes. Ooh, la di da di yo, bada nada nada. They speaking that Portuguese shit. I don't know what the fuck they saying, but the music sound good. That's all that matters to me. I love listening to that. I love bossa nova. Ooh, I love bossa nova. So the Bossa Nova master, Sergio Mendes, is going to be at the Hollywood Bowl August 15th, and I will be there. Box seats. And then after that is the Gardena Jazz Festival, right down the street from the crib. That shit's already sold out. I love the Gardena Jazz Festival. That's like a big-ass black family reunion. The D-Nice event at the Bowl, am I going? That shit's already sold out. But I can get tickets to it. I don't know if I'm going to go today. I might. It depends. I had shit to do that weekend. But if my weekend opens up, then yeah, I will go to the D-Nice event at the Hollywood Bowl. Problem is, the D-Nice event, his event at the Hollywood Bowl, that's a leased event. It's not a bowl event. And I like going to events that are sponsored by the bowl. Because events that are done by the bowl, you can bring your own food. You can bring your own alcohol. You can bring whatever you want. When promoters lease the bowl, then they have all the restrictions. You can't bring alcohol. You can't do this. You can't do that. I don't like that restriction. I like the Hollywood Bowl because you can bring everything. You can smoke weed there. You can bring your own liquor. Although I might go August 8th to go see Tower of Power at the Hollywood Bowl. I love Tower of Power. Them niggas is getting old, so I try to see them every chance I get. So I might go August 8th to see Tower of Power. But yeah. Add Incense and Ashtrays playlist, the Funk Soul list and the Jazz Soul list, and add Incense and Ashtrays to your Spotify and your iTunes podcast. Because I'm about to start going back on there and doing more music breakdown shows where I'm breaking down different artists, different albums, different genres. I'm about to get that going again. So get that going. So add Incense and Ashtrays on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I prefer you go to Spotify because over on Spotify, I can play music and talk about the music and play the music at the same time. I'm not sure if Apple's going to let me do that. But if you Spotify Premium, you'll hear the whole song. You'll be curating and DJing some music sets for those of y'all. So definitely go ahead. Star just put the list in the chat room. Subscribe. And remember this. There are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. Enroll in tomorrow's webinar. Get the playlist. My name is Dwann B. I'm out.